Our objective in this lesson is to solve problems involving factors of polynomials. But before that, here are the answers and extra problems I gave in our previous lesson. Kindly write your score in the comments section below. For the last time, let us take a look at our concept map in factoring polynomials. So you have learned by now that the first thing to do is to look if there is a GCF. In this example, this one here is the GCF, while this one is the remaining factor. After determining if there is a GCF, we have to identify the remaining factor if it is a binomial, a trinomial, or a fourth-term polynomial. We have discussed and you have learned how to factor binomial, whether it is a difference of two squares or sum and difference of two cubes. You also learned how to factor a trinomial, whether it is a PST, a perfect square trinomial, or a general trinomial where A is equal to 1 and A is greater than 1. This one here is not included in the competencies for grade 8, so we will skip this for now. But I am going to create a video lesson on this. Let us start solving problems. Chu Chai is preparing cookie baskets for her friends. She baked 14 chocolate chip cookies and 21 sugar cookies. What is the greatest number of baskets she can create? Ensuring that each basket contains the same number of chocolate chip cookies and the same number of sugar cookies. So Chuchai baked 14 chocolate chip cookies. Let us determine the factors of 14, 1 and 14, and 2 and 7. She also baked 21 sugar cookies. Let us determine the factors, 1 and 21, and 3 and 7. Now we are going to look for the greatest number among these factors of 14 and 21, and that is 7. So this means Chu Chai can make 7 cookie baskets. Each one contains 2 chocolate chips and 3 sugar cookies. Try this. The volume of a cylindrical water tank is given by the expression 8x cubed minus 27 cubic meters. The height of the tank is the binomial factor of the volume, and the product of the radius and the base area is the trinomial factor of the volume. Find the height of the tank. So we are given here 8x cubed minus 27. Let us examine this binomial. This is a perfect cube as well as this one. And this one also is a perfect cube. So we are given difference of two cubes. Let us determine the factors. We need two sets of parentheses. For the first term here, that is just the cube root of 8x cubed, and that is 2x. Let us copy the sign. And for the term here, that is the cube root of 27, and that is 3. Now, for this one, the first term is the square of 2x, and that is 4x squared. The sign of the middle term of the trinomial is opposite this one. So if this is minus, this is plus. The middle term is the product of 2x and 3, and that is 6x. The sign of the third term is always positive. And the third term is the square of 3. And 3 squared is 9. This is the binomial factor. We have two terms, 1, 2. While this one is the trinomial factors, we have three terms, 1, 2, 3. And it says here, the height of the tank is the binomial factor. So this one here is our height. So the height of the tank is 2x minus 3 meters. Let us do extra challenge. A landscaper is designing a rectangular garden with a central square fountain. The length of the garden is 6 meters longer than the width. The area of the garden, excluding the fountain, is 96 square meters. If the side length of the square fountain is 4 meters, what are the dimensions of the garden? So let us visualize this. Let us create a rectangular garden. And at the center is a square fountain. So let us create a square here. The length of the garden is 6 meters longer than the width. Let us say this is the length and it is 6 meters longer than the width. So we have L is equal to 6 plus W, where W is our width. Next, it says here the area of the garden, excluding the fountain, is 96 square meters. So the area of the garden, excluding the central square fountain, is 96 square meters. Area of the garden minus the area of the fountain. If the side length of the square fountain is 4 meters, so one of the sides of the square fountain is 4 meters. What are the dimensions of the garden? If this is 4 and this is a square, we can easily get its area because the area of a square is side squared and 4 squared is equal to 16. Next, let us determine the area of the whole garden, and that will mean adding these two. 96 plus 16 is 112 square meters. We all know from geometry that area is length times width. And we are already given the equation for the length, which is 6 plus W. Let us substitute that. Next, let us distribute this W here. So this will become W times 6 is 6W, and W times W is W squared. We already know the area of the whole garden, and that is 112. So let us substitute it as well. Now let us rearrange this. Let us move 112 on this side and equate everything to 0. This is a trinomial where a is equal to 1. So let us get the factors of 112. That could be 1 and 112, 2 and 56, 4 and 28, 7 times 16, and 8 times 14. Now other factors, let us bring out our magic X. On top, we are going to copy our third term, including the sign. And at the bottom is the numerical coefficient of the middle term, including the sign. Now let us take a look at our factors and choose one which will probably give us a sum of 6. Which among these factors will probably give you a sum of 6? And that is 8 and 14. Since our third term is negative, we need two factors of different signs. And since our middle term is positive, it means that the bigger number here should be positive. So it follows 8 is negative. Here are now the factors of our trinomial. Let us create two sets of parentheses. The square root of W squared is W, so let us write W here and another one here. Then let us copy our factors. We have minus 8 and positive 14. Now let us solve for the value of W's here. W minus 8 is equal to 0. Move negative 8 to the other side. W is equal to 8. W plus 14 is equal to 0. Move 14 on the other side. W is equal to negative 14. So which among these two are we going to choose? W is equal to 8 and W equals negative 14. We will choose W equals 8. Why, ma'am? Because we cannot have a negative width. There is no such thing as negative distance. So our width is equal to 8. Let us equate this to 8. And let us replace this W here with 8. And 6 plus 8 is equal to 14. This means the dimensions of the garden are 8 meters by 14 meters. Let us do quick checking. 8 meters times 14 meters is 112 square meters. And that is the total area of the garden. Here are some tips in solving problems involving factoring polynomials. Take time to understand this. Now, it is time to check your understanding. Pause this video for more time. Let us answer. The area of a rectangular garden is given by the polynomial x squared minus 25 square meters. If the length of the garden is x plus 5 meters, find the width of the garden. So let us create a rectangular garden. And we have here the area x squared minus 25. The length of the garden is x plus 5 meters. So let me consider this as my length and label it as x plus 5. Next, we are asked to determine the width of the garden. We know that the area is equal to length times width. And we are given the area, x squared minus 25, as well as the length, which is x plus 5. Let us substitute these values in our formula. If we want to solve for W, we have to eliminate this x plus 5 here. So we're going to divide both sides by x plus 5. So this x plus 5 will cancel out, and we have x squared minus 25 over x plus 5 is equal to W. This is a perfect square, and 25 is also a perfect square. So it means this one is difference of two squares, and we have factors for that, x minus 5 and x plus 5. Now you can see that we have common factors, and that is x plus 5. Let us cancel them. So width is equal to x minus 5. It means the width of the garden is x minus 5 meters. Gets? Here are some extra problems for you to work on to master this lesson. Watch out for my next lesson as I reveal the answers. Our next lesson is rational algebraic expression.